Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is still Friday, August 22nd, 2025, back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm about to, it's a Friday night. I'm not in the mood to go out nowhere. I like to know my night spot like I normally do on the weekend. Not in the mood. But I have to get out of the house. Got a lot on my mind. So I'm going to hop in my old school. I ain't drove it in almost 2 weeks. Maybe not that long, but it's been a minute. I ain't even been in the mood to drive it. And so I'm going to hop in the car, let the top back, and just ride. Listen to the music. Ain't going nowhere in particular. I invested that money, even though it was like money I could have done something else with. I did it for times like this, for therapy. I didn't do it just for folks to say, damn, that's a nice car. I did it for times like this, when the four walls are closing in around me. When it feels like I got more on my plate than I can handle. And I just need to get away without actually getting away. Because I may not be able to just hop on a plane and fly out to so-and-so. So I'm going to hop in the car, let the top back, and play some music, and ride. And try to forget about everything. Try to forget about some of these regrets that I'm having right now. I'm having some regrets right now about life, my life in particular. A lot of the choices that I've made throughout my lifetime left me with regrets. And what really made me think about this, I just got off the phone with my son. In this lifetime, my world means more to me than me. The love I have for that young man is unexplainable. And if you're a parent that loves their kid now, you got some parents don't give a F like mine. If you're a parent that loves your kid, I'm talking about love them to where they're more important to you than you are to you. That kind of love. The kind of love that I would run into a burning building to save him. The kind of love that I would give my own life for his, to save his. That kind of love. If I had to choose between him and me being here, I would let him be here, and I have to go. As much as I want to be here too, that's the kind of love I have for that young man. Affectionately known as JJ, which is the junior. And as I got off the phone with him, I told him I love him. He told me he loved me too. And instantly, regret and sadness came over me. Maybe some of y'all can relate to where I'm coming from. And it's one of the reasons I've said before to people that don't have kids right now, to not have any. I've said many a time to youngsters, whoever don't have kids, you might be thinking about wanting to have kids. And my stance on that right now is don't have any kids if you don't already have any. And not because of how much it costs. See, it ain't gonna be for the reasons you think. Well, yeah, you're right, man. I'm trying to get my life together. I can't afford kids right now. I want to do some things. I want to get my finances together before I have kids. No, that ain't to my finances. I wouldn't care if you're a millionaire. That's not why I'm saying don't have kids. It's not about how expensive they are. The daycare, the diapers, pampers, whatever you want to call them, school and clothes, and buying them a car, and whatever else you got to do for them. When they sick, you got to take them to the doctor, and the insurance, and the extra light bill, and all, No, that ain't why I'm telling you not to have kids. My reason for telling you is why right now one of my regrets is that I brought a child into this world. And I had to explain to y'all at first, before I got to this point, about how much I love that boy. It ain't about my lack of love for him. I love him dearly, and that's the issue. I love him so much that I regret bringing him into this sick-ass, effed up world with all this pain and suffering, all this hatred, wickedness, evil. When I hung up the phone with him, I instantly got sad, like, damn, what have I done? And I regretted it. I wanted a son so bad when I didn't have one. I never thought about this. All I thought about, long as I'm able to provide for him, take care of him, marry his mom and everything. I wanted everything to be just right. Take on my last name, even though nowadays the kid can have a last name, you ain't got to be married. I didn't want my child to be a bastard and none of that. I just wanted to be a child. So I would have somebody in this world that I felt would truly love me and not all that fake love that I've been getting all my life, except from Nancy Harris. All I was thinking about was me, what I wanted. When I was wanting a child all my life, I used to see fathers walking in the store with their son, and the son said, Dad, I want some candy. Dad, I want this. Dad, I want that. And my heart used to just long for that. For my son to be saying, Daddy, I want. It was about what I wanted. It was selfish reasons. I didn't want to have a child, and none of y'all do. Having a child is for selfish reasons. Because you want to see you in that child. You want some little bundles of joy. It's what you want. How many of us actually stopped and thought about what would you be doing to that child by bringing them into this bitch? In a world we can't stand to be in. Well, I can't speak for everybody. I can't stand to be here. I'm just not checking out. Because I'm not checking out, I'm not quitting, I'm not giving up. That don't change the fact I don't want to be in this son bitch. And if I had a choice to come or not come where we was, I don't remember if I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know where I was before we got here. I don't know where you were. I don't know none of that. I don't know if we were somewhere and we was a spirit or something. God said, hey, you want to go down there and do this new thing I got called life? And I said, hell yeah, send me. I don't know. But if I did do that, I didn't know what the hell I was getting myself into. Telling God, if that's what happened. Most likely we ain't had no say in the matter. We ain't had no choice. I ain't no way I could have had a choice to come here and I still came. Especially if I knew what this was going to entail. I wouldn't have came. So now, here it is. I never thought about, damn, I don't even want to be in this regular motherfucker. Why would I bring a child here, somebody who I'm going to love more than I love me, and I don't even want to be here. I don't like the pain and suffering. I don't like the wickedness and the evil, but I brought my baby here because I wanted somebody to love me when I thought nobody else did, which they didn't. But because I wanted somebody to love me, I wasn't thinking about him or her. I was thinking about me. I need somebody to love me, so I'm going to bring a child into this sick-ass, this disaster. Maybe this is what whoever created this shit, maybe that's what they wanted. But it's a disaster. It's a disaster. But it may have turned out the way whoever created it wanted it to be. I don't know. That's beyond my pay grade, my wisdom, or my knowledge. I have no idea what the hell going on here. All I know is one of my biggest regrets is not thinking about my child and how this world would affect him or her while I was thinking about what I wanted. I never thought about the child. Did you? Those of you who have kids right now, or those of you who don't have any but you're thinking about having some, have you for once thought about what am I bringing them to? I don't have any kids, but how has life been for me? And is that what I want for my child? Because it's getting worse. Whatever we dealing with, that you turn on YouTube and Facebook, whatever, and everybody's broken, everybody's sad, everybody don't want to be here, and crime and murder and people losing their minds, people snapping. And it's got us on edge. And we're adults, grown. And it's got us, people like me, want to give up and quit. And yet you want to bring a child to this when it's already fucked up. And it's getting worse. It's gonna get worse. Fast. I feel bad, in the words of Jamal Brown, for the baby that was born today. I feel bad for the babies that are waiting to be born. Because they're coming into a world to where even adults can't even handle it. I didn't think about that. Didn't think about it. And I got off the phone with my son tonight. I said, man, I got to go for a ride. This shit, like, damn, what did I do? What did I do? What did you do? Did you think about it? As you contemplating with your sweetie pie, you finna go in there and blow that back out trying to make you a little junior. A little, your daughter, whatever. You finna go tear that ass up tonight. Because you want you a baby. You can enjoy making one. Did you think about? You thought about taking him to the park like I did. But I want to have me a son so I can take him to the park, play football. Soon as he turns 4 years old, I'm going to put him out there on that field. He's going to have my size, my speed, my athletic ability. He's going to be this, he's going to be that. And I'm going to raise him. I'm going to teach him how to be a man. I'm going to make sure he don't come up like I did. He ain't going to be on no street. He ain't going to be selling no narcotics. He ain't going to be hanging around them. I'm just thinking about, I'm going to be his mentor. I'm going to be his rock. I'm thinking about all that. That ain't what happened. I regret it. And it's not out of lack of love for him. It's out of a great love for him. Like, how could I do him like that? How could you do your unborn child like that if you ain't had one yet? How could you do that to them? Bring them into this shit. Think about that. This shit over with. We ain't got much longer here. What you bringing in? What you bringing in here now for? If you ain't already got them, what you bringing them here now for? You contemplating kids. And you're going to bring them into this shit. For what? To do what? Suffer with us? Think about that. I wish I did. Think about that. Like I'm sitting here wishing I had done. My mind went, I couldn't, that shit went nowhere near on my mind. I wish I would have had somebody to break that shit down to me like this. That big word, you want to bring your loved one, the one who gonna mean more to you than yourself, into this fucked up shit. Cause no matter how bad it was for me, the world was nowhere near as bad as it is now and what it's gonna be. And I caught hell in a better world. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen, you my age and older. We caught hell in a better world than this one. So what you think it's gonna be going forward for the new ones, for the babies, for the unborn, for the ones who ain't got here yet, the ones you think about bringing into this shit? What you think gonna be? If we caught I caught hell in the world where you can leave your door open at night. I regret that. I'm going to do the best I can for my son. Try to get in the best life I possibly can while I'm here. To try to make up for that dumb shit I did. To not make it be so bad that I brought him in this bitch. For what? Because I wanted somebody to love me. I didn't think about how it would affect them to be here. That's one of my major regrets. I got some other regrets. I regret a lot of the people that I met throughout my life. I regret getting out of the military. I regret selling them things. I regret ever putting any mind-altering substance in my body. I regret all the time I disrespected the mom that really loved me. Being disobedient, talking back, taking her for granted. I regret all that. I regret not going to college when I could have went and been anything I wanted to be. Had the knowledge, had the intelligence. Didn't feel like it. Tired of school. God and counseling everybody told me, man, go to college, man. You got a bright future ahead of you. I went to the military because I was tired of school. And I still could have had a bright future ahead of me in there. As soon as I got in there, we in wars every day. Well, I'm like, so I didn't re-enlist. I'm like, it's been, from the time I got here, it's been chaos. I should have stayed in. Didn't get in no trouble, and there wasn't no dishonorable, none of that. But I could have still had a great life. Could have ended up being a general or something. Thinking as a child, I did childish things. Quit. That's one thing I would never do again, is quit and give up on my dream. I regret that. I regret some of the women that I've dated, been in love with, gave my all to, just to get their ass to kiss. Well, that ain't that bad. Y'all get it. Have a lot of regrets. But if it had not been for the things I went through, as the saying goes, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. But I still regret that shit. It wasn't no other way for me to be the man that I am today than to go through all that pain and suffering. And now to turn my ass around and bring a child in here to go through it too. That's my biggest regret out of all the regrets I got. I regret being homeless. I regret putting myself in a position where a woman can just throw me out whenever she feel like it. I regret that. I did that to me. I regret how bad I treated me throughout my life. I ain't talking about how other folk treated me. I allowed that shit. When somebody doing you bad right now, you allowing that. Can't nobody treat you no worse than you let them. Stop complaining about how them folk doing you. I complain about how them women doing me, and how these folk treat me, and how the job doing me, and I allowed it every time. So now I look back on it, I regret the treatment that I allowed people to do toward me. I allowed that shit. Could have left any time. Didn't have to do no violence, didn't have to do no cussing, hollering, and just, I'm out. I ain't have to allow nobody. And I allowed many people to walk over me. Because I got a big heart. I regret all that shit. It made me cold, but I'm also wiser now. What a trade-off. I have many regrets, but that's the biggest one. That I brought my son into this sick-ass world. He here now. I'm here now. And I'm going to do the best I can for him. I'm going to do the best I can to protect him. He can have everything I got. I'm going to give him my all. But other than that, I hate I did that to him. That might sound crazy to some people, but that's just where I am. So I want to apologize to JJ for bringing you into this curse. Because that's the way I see it. People say life is a blessing. This shit is a curse. How is it a blessing when there's more pain than pleasure? There's more suffering than joy. You have a few moments, fleeting moments of joy and happiness surrounded by pain and suffering. That's why when the joy comes, it feels so damn good. When the relief comes, it feels so good. Because the majority of the time, it's been bullshit. I'll make up for it, JJ. And if anybody can relate to me, if you hear me, and if you don't have children right now, take that into consideration. And decide that you still want to do that. Because as you see the world right now, how it's going for you, it's going to be 100 times worse for your child. And just imagine, it's hard to imagine the love you have for a child until they actually get here. I never knew love like this, the song said. I never knew love like this. I never knew I could love somebody like this. Even without receiving it in return. If he never loved me, which I know he do, the love I have for him, I never thought I could love anything or anybody like that. And you don't know it until you actually have it. You might think you're going to love them, but you don't really know it until they get here. And whenever they sneeze, cough, blink the wrong way, you get, what's wrong? Parental anxiety. They can't cough too long. And you're like, oh shit, what is that? Especially in this world. When you don't know what the hell we eat, what's in the food, and your baby over there coughing and won't stop. And you, oh shit. Just think about it. Love y'all. Get it, got it good. Bye.